Mirror Force so good now. Well, Mirror Force never stopped being good. It just seems better than it actually is. If anybody just picked up a copy of Mirror Force and read that shit before considering formats or the decks that are in the format or meta, whatever shit you want to say, most people would determine that Mirror Force is a good card. Of this, I am certain. But since Necros is apparently the best deck, game one, unless they're trying to be like ahead of the curve and some shit, most Necros decks do play main deck space. However, the deck is primarily Necros stuff. You have things to search Necro stuff, and if you just happen to draw your spaces. I understand that they play Valkyris. I get that. And they play three of that shit, and you might summon one to draw some cards. That's the only type of draw power in the deck outside of searching Necros things that the Necros deck has. Decks other than Necros are playing things to have a significant edge against Necros. One card alone won't do it. Mind Crush, for example, is being mained. Again, this is not new shit. This was happening before Necros, but because Necros exist, Mind Crush is good now. You see how that goes? Because you're more than likely going to be able to hit something and not miss. I would imagine as a Necros player, if you're playing against a deck that plays a lot of back row, you have to kind of wonder, what could they be playing? And I don't think one of those cards that you will be thinking about is Mirror Force. You got Mistake to worry about. You got Mind Crush to worry about. You got Anti-Spell Fragments. You got Macrocosmos. You got a lot of crap to worry about if you're playing Necros. And you're not thinking about Mirror Force, so you just attack. Do you really expect Mirror Force to happen? Nobody or very few people are playing around the card. They're worried about other crap. So you can afford to play like one or two Mirror Force in your deck and really get somebody with it. I'm going to have all this stuff in attack mode and I'm going to try to kill you. What do you got? You already played your Nova. You already played your Call. You already played your Mind Crush. What could that be? Mirror Force. But again, that's just my theory. I do not think that I'm wrong, but I could be. Once people start understanding and realizing that Mirror Force is played a lot more, it becomes less effective. That means that people will play around it, make it so it is not as effective. People won't get blown out as much, but I feel like this is kind of the double-edged sword technique. Because Necros are consistent as shit, other decks that aren't as consistent as Necros are going to play things to try to have an edge against Necros. Do you really have room for Mirror Force? Maybe. The Necros player generally doesn't have to worry about Mirror Force being played against them when they're playing every other deck that isn't Necros. But some people can use that knowledge to take advantage of playing Mirror Force, and the Necros player is like, well, shit, he Mirror Forced me. Now he knows that for game two, but game one, you could probably get away with it. So as always, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I really do appreciate that shit. Before you go, if you'd like to support me or do something nice for the day, all I ask is you spend literally seconds out your day and click an advertisement. Money goes towards me paying rent because I am not buying any Yu-Gi-Oh product. And I'll be grateful and appreciative. And I'm going to say thank you very much in advance. If you can find some time to help a brother out. White power.